the Hebrews 4 and I have the Isaiah 28.
Then give me that Ezekiel. Where you left off? 20. Ezekiel 20. Read on.
Jeremiah 17 and 26.
Come on.
And they shall come from the cities of Judah, and from the places about Jerusalem,
right,
and from the land of Benjamin.
All the righteousness of the Most High. He said this would happen to us, man. We'd have been in Israel forever. Wouldn't even be growing up in America. Learn how to play football and basketball and baseball and rap and all this garbage. Stuff that don't mean nothing. Talking about you want to be in the Hall of Fame. Fire and brimstone is coming to America, man. Cooperstown, Coopersville, wherever your idols are at too. Gonna burn. Read on that.
Jeremiah 17 and 26. And they shall come from the cities of Judah, and from the places about Jerusalem,
right,
and from the land of Benjamin, and from the plain, and from the mountains, and from the south, bringing burnt offerings,
right,
and sacrifices, and meat offerings,
right,
and incense, and bringing sacrifices of praise unto the house of the Lord.
Read it.
But if you will not hearken unto me,
if you don't hearken unto the Lord and keep His Sabbaths,
to hallow the Sabbath day, and not to bear a burden, even entering in at the gates of Jerusalem on the Sabbath day, then will I kindle a fire in the gates thereof, and it shall devour the places of Jerusalem, and it shall the palaces of Jerusalem, and it shall not be quenched.
And that's what happened. And the Lord burned us out. He burned us out. Because we're out of His Sabbath. Show them what you got. Give me Nehemiah 13:15. Show them.
Ezekiel 20:25.
Come on.
Wherefore I gave them also statutes that were not good, and judgments whereby they should not live.
Right.
And I polluted them in their own gifts.
Come on.
And that they caused to pass through the fire all that openeth the womb.
You take your children and you sacrifice them unto Molech, unto idol worship. This is history, man. Ancient history, man. We, us so-called Negroes, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, so-called Negroes, we're going to deal with you primarily. You took the babies that come from your body, from your person, and you burnt them alive in sacrifice unto an idol, a so-called God as you know it. You burnt them alive. The same thing you do with your children today. You put them out there to the dogs. You don't even care. You don't teach them nothing, you just send them out. Follow the system, man. Be something in the system. Hope you make something of yourself. Hope you be a football player or a rap or something. Once you getting drug money, all right, I'll take a car. Yes, you don't even care. You send them to the dogs. Read on that.
That I might make them desolate to the end, that they might know that I am the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Read the next verse.
Therefore, Son of Man, speak unto the house of Israel, and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, Yet in this your fathers have blasphemed me, in that they have committed a trespass against me.
Right.
For when I had brought them into the land, for which I lift up mine hand to give it to them,
come on,
that they saw every high hill.
They saw every high hill, man, like you in America. There's churches on every street. Read on.
And all the thick trees.
Right.
And they offered there their sacrifices.
And you went to the height of what you went worshiping amongst the trees and the hills. Read on.
And there they presented the provocation of their offering. There also they made their sweet savor and poured out their drink offerings.
That's what you did, man. You made a provocation, or you provoked the Lord to anger. You made the provocation of the offerings. The things you did provoked the Lord to anger. Got him mad, vexed. So we're in America. We're dying. We're filled with disease. We have no knowledge. We are niggers in America. And you got these simple niggas on the radio talking about, yeah, let's abolish the N-word. You're a nigger. I don't care how much you say it or don't say it. You're still a nigger to the so-called white man. Oh, you don't want to say it no more. Now you got some movement on. Everybody calling up and signing up for the garbage. Sign up for the Lord. Show them what you got out.
Nehemiah 13 and 15.
Yes.
In those days,
here now, before we went to captivity, before the Lord sent us into Babylonian captivity, the first of the captivities, give me 2 Maccabees 6. Then we came out, rebuilt the temple unto the Lord, coming out of Babylon. And this brother here, Nehemiah, was a stand-up brother. And he's locking the people in, must keep the Sabbath, man. Read it.
Nehemiah 13 and 15. In those days saw I in Judah some trading wine presses on the Sabbath day.
Come on.
And bringing in sheaves. And laden asses. And also wine, grapes, figs, and all manner of burdens. Which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals.
The brother here said, man, they come with all kind of madness on the Lord's Sabbath. Years ago, me, myself, I used to preach on 125th Street. Same. Every Saturday, you see everybody out there on the whole 25th Street packed with tables. Everybody coming out to shop, pockets full, shopping bags, walking down the street, stopping at every table on the Lord's Sabbath. Read it out.
Nehemiah 13 and 16. Therefore dwelt men of Tyre also.
Therefore dwelt men of Tyre, Africans. Africans, read it.
Therefore there dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of war.
Where,
and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah in Jerusalem.
They sold on the Sabbath to the children of Judah. The house of Judah, the Negroes, so-called West Indian, the Haitians, they sold onto the Sabbath to the house of Judah. Same thing they did in New York. They still do it. But I'm talking about when it was prominent on 125th Street. Africans lining the street, men of Tyre, with all sorts of wear. African idols, they cut them, they carved them out, all kind of garbage, man. And they sold it on the Sabbath. Read out.
Then I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, what evil thing is this that ye do?
What's the evil thing you do, man? Read it.
And profane the Sabbath day.
And profane the Lord's Sabbath. Hold on, read what you got. 6:1.
2 Maccabees 6:1.
This is a time now, after the Babylonian captivity, after the Persian Mede captivity, now we're under the Greeks, the so-called white man now. Now we're under him. Let's see how he threw it down. Read on. Hold that.
Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers.
That's what the king did. He sent an old man of Athens to compel us, to make us stop following the righteousness of the Most High power. Read on out.
And not to live after the laws of the Most High.
Right.
And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem. And to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympius.
Right.
And that in garrison of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place.
Praise the Lord, right? That's what they said. That's what the strangers wanted to do to us. They wanted to make us.
Hold that right
there.
They wanted to make us 5:17 very quickly.
Stop keeping the righteousness of the Most High power.
Reiterate, Christ didn't deny the law, the statutes and commandments of the Most High power, and no one is looking to the heavens for no new law, no new.
The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people.
This man was sore and grievous to us, man. It was vicious. At this time, the Haitians running this scene here now.
For the temple was filled with riot and rebellion by the Gentiles who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy place.
Come on, man. We had a temple that was top notch. There's nothing the temple ever like. To today, there's nothing else ever like. And whose heart? And they took it into the holy places, man.
And besides that, doing things that were not lawful.
Right?
The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbidden. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days.
Or ancient feasts.
Or ancient feasts.
Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Or to call himself a Jew.